Hello everybody, it is I, Waddles here. Welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play series, episode 35 now. Last episode, we built the sub-port wall. Thank you, Nels Blankenstin. I don't know, I butcher names, but thank you so much for that idea. I had a lot of amazing comments last episode, but I want to try and keep it to one an episode so everyone gets their kind of fair little showcasing. So that is going to be the addition, to the wall today. So how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well, and today we're going to tackle a pretty big project, or at least it should be big when it's finished. I am going to add in a building right where I am standing, right where I'm chopping wood. We're going to put a building here, and it's going to be right next to this little farm that's going to go in here. I moved the sheep over there so you don't have to listen to them the whole episode, but this building it's going to have a purpose. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to find the exact purpose of it right now, other than standing next to the food farm, the cow farm that we may or may not put in today. Don't know. I'm trying here. Today my commentary might be a little lacking because guess what? I've come down with a cold or something, and it's absolutely not fun. I'm not feeling very well. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. It's not so much my nose as it is. It's more like my throat and head. It's one of those things, you know, like when your head just wants to like give you a migraine for fun. I have no clue. Did I count this out right? 1, 2. I did not count it out right. But I'm gonna go with a design that I used to do a lot. It's gonna be kind of like these wood beams going straight up, and then I think I'm actually gonna go for oak wood on the building. Something along these lines, you see, like with this weird kind of inlet going on. I like the depth, and take notes, if you're new to this game, depth is amazing. Add depth whenever you can. Make it look like 3D. It'll make your builds look a million times better, trust me. But yeah, so we're gonna have a door on this side coming out to where the wheat farm is gonna be. Here I am already changing the design I just showed you. I'm thinking we'll do some stone brick wrapping along here, not in the doorway, but you know, some stone brick along the bottom, just to kind of create a few different colors going on the building. It's going to be 2-story. That is a certain done, agreed upon idea of mine, whatever you want to say. It's going to be 2-story, and we have to find a use for this building. That is something I don't know off the bat. Like, I don't know right now. Maybe I'll know a little further on in the episode. It'll hit me. Other than, you know, it being adjacent to another cow farm, adjacent to a little wheat patch, but I didn't really want to make this another bakery. We already have a bakery on that side of the swamp, and I don't need 2 bakeries. One is already more than enough in terms of a bakery. Maybe we could go in here and add windows, something like that. I don't know, because looking at that one like complete section that I had, it just didn't look right. I don't know, maybe it's the oak planks. I am very excited for the upcoming texture change. If you saw that video of mine, kind of my opinions on it, basically I dig it. I like it and I'm excited. So that'll come soon, and then maybe some of these builds might have to be changed. I really kind of hope not. I don't think they will be needing to be changed too much, but they might have to change a little bit. But I mean, again, it's all good. If we have to, it's not that big of a deal, because I'm just going to be happy that we have some new looks going on. And if anything, we always could just switch to Faithful Texture Pack. I used that earlier along in this Let's Play series, but then I kind of stopped using it. Not too sure why, but I did, and we could always go back to it. I guess this would be considered a European style, because we're going to have this top part pop out again, and then I'm going to have the top part in some fashion go over top of this wheat farm that will come in. I need it to be, you know, high enough over that I can put a ceiling and a floor, though, because I want to have like a room above the wheat farm. I just thought it would be a neat idea, a neat addition to our world. But I think with that is enough chat for now. I'm gonna go grind out like crazy on this build, get something happening, and then come back and show you that I'm not all just talk. And I have a plan. Not that you would think that I'm all just talk, but trust me, I have a plan. So I'm coming at you mid-construction, and I just wanted to show you, this is what's going on now. It's pretty massive. I didn't think about this entirely. I knew it would be big, but I didn't realize it was going to be this big. So we're going to have to figure out a purpose for it, and I've been thinking while I was constructing this, maybe it'll be some kind of food house, like I'll have a bunch of food in here. I don't know. I'm honestly very, very stumped, but I'm about to try and figure out how to do the ceiling or the floor in here. I think the floor, like for the top layer, needs to be I want to say at this height. It needs to be this high, so then that means down here the ceiling is either going to just be this and it's just going to be a very thin floor, which is what I'm kind of leaning towards, or it's going to have to be a really low ceiling. Like it's going to have to be sitting right there, and I don't like that idea. So I guess I'm kind of answering the problem myself, or this next step myself, and saying, you know, what I said about the ceiling. And another thing that I have realized when building this is it is turning out to be very kind of samey. You know what I mean? If you've watched some of my videos, you know what samey is. That is when everything kind of looks of the same color. So I'm planning on really going like hard on the decoration outside, putting a bunch maybe of banners, a bunch of banners, fence posts for sure, but we're gonna need to do something on the outside to step it up, and same with on the inside, but that won't be as hard. I'll just create a bunch of rooms, I think, and that'll kind of break it up, you know, on the inside. Might as well call this some kind of restart, reboot, whatever, because I have changed a lot, you guys. Everything is different from last cut, and by everything I mean everything. We have stone brick down here now. I don't think I showed that last cut, and there's no more oak wood on the outside of the building. Yeah, it was way too bright for me. I wanted to have, you know, the oak wood match this. It was just kind of a little like subliminal small thing that I was trying to do, but it was just way too bright on the outside. I like my builds dark and kind of gloomy looking. I don't know, I just think they look cooler like that. Who's with me there? Or is that just a me thing? But we're gonna make the oak wood the floor in here. I'm gonna obviously add a proper staircase later, but I don't think we are gonna do the inside of the building today. I think we're gonna do more of the outside because this has been a massive project so far. And I mean, I'm happy with where it's going now. Before, I was really unsure, really unhappy with how it was going, and now I'm happy. But this still is going to be a massive building, and it's just kind of like, why? I feel like this big building isn't going to have too much of a purpose. I know I said maybe some kind of food house, and I'm thinking now with the building being so big, we might as well put this cow farm inside of the building. I'm not too sure yet about that idea, but we just have so much space that I might maybe even try and set up like a bedroom up top here, like in the space, because that could be something that's more aesthetic and could take up some space. Like we put some armor stands or something. I was thinking maybe a library, but I wanted to design like a proper library later, not like just have this building become the library because I had no other ideas. Because I have a really cool idea for a library where we store our enchantment books. I'm sorry if I can't speak. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the updates with the walls here. I'm thinking something with spruce wood planks. I'm not going to show you too much because, you know, I'm going to completely change it. So anyways, that's what's happening with the build now, and I'm much happier, way more happier now. Hopefully I can make some good progress here and finish this up soon. I hope. Progress update. I got it. I actually didn't change my design around a bunch like I said I would just 1 second ago on your time. Not 1 second on my time though, but I know it's pretty basic, pretty monotone, one color, but I'm proud of it. I'm really happy with how it's looking and how it's turning out. Again, keep in mind I'm going to do a bunch of detailing on the outside after I finish up the roof. This is what's going on with the roof. Very gray, very one color, but you know, I was thinking I was AFKing in there, that building with the fish farm, and guess what? There was a thunderstorm, and then I remembered that thunderstorms can burn things, and if things can get burnt, how many of these buildings could get burnt down? Let's see, 1, 2, counting the boat, 3, 4, 5, yeah, so that's pretty much like most of our buildings, and then all of the docks. So I'm thinking that we're gonna go with a more of, what do you call it, like a stone, non-flammable roof, at least with this build. That probably won't hold true for all of the rest of the builds in here, but, you know, I was just thinking that maybe I should play it, you know, not all wooden always, especially with the roofs, because the last thing I want to happen is something to get struck, especially a big building like this that is a lot of wood, and just get burnt down, because then I have to just repair it and it'll be annoying. So yeah, anyways though, that's the progress update. I'm gonna probably finish up this roof, and then we're gonna come back and do some of the detailing on the outside or something. I've got a lot of it figured out, I think, like, you know, in terms of how this is gonna go, and I think we might even have a fourth or a third story inside of this, like, room that is going to be made with how tall this thing goes up, but we'll see. Still, what is this building even for? What is this? The third floor. The third floor, that is where I come back to you from. This is what the ceiling looks like. Then we have our second floor, pretty big, pretty empty. And then we have our first floor, pretty tiny. And then out here is where the wheat is going to be grown. So that means, with all that being said, or whatever, the inside is done. So now the outside, though, looking pretty plain at the moment. However, I am also very happy with it. So we're gonna start with putting in black stained glass windows. That is gonna look very, very good on this building, or at least I think it is. So I have been cooking up some glass here, and I don't think it's gonna take too many. We have a lot of windows, but we also are going to be using panes, and pretty much all the windows that are certain are small windows. The uncertain windows are down here, so like that, don't know what that will be, and same with that. But the upstairs windows are all pretty much certain, because if we remove any of these windows, the outside is going to begin to look really, really odd. It'll look like empty or whatever, is what I'm saying. And then upstairs, these windows are likely to stay exactly how they are, so might as well close up these windows. And by the way, look at how close we are to the edge of the swamp. What I had said, or I think I said way, way back earlier when we entered the swamp, is that I wanted to fill the swamp up, and that means on that side, we're almost out of space. Ah, darn, one short. But that's kind of exciting. I have a few plans. Well, actually, I really have one plan for one other thing that's going to go over there on this side, at least, or at least one at the moment. But we do have a little more like space over by the cactus farm over there. I haven't been over there in a long while, but I have an idea of something that's going to go over there as well. Oh, and by the way, I did the roof with slabs up there, like in the middle where it would be a block. I did slabs on the lower half of the block, so we won't get any spawns whatsoever on the roof, which is good because I don't need things dive bombing me, especially by this wall. Like I said, that's a no. But anyways, the glass is in now, so now what I want to do is put some dark oak fences off of these like logs that are hanging off. I think that will be very nice for detailing this build. Okay, so there's that. They're in, but it's still looking a little plain. So my next plan is to come in with what do you call this? Spruce fences, right, like right there, maybe. What if we made like an L? Let me see. I mean, I think it looks cool, like an L, right? Very iffy on that one. I'm gonna go and just put it in, I think. But let me know what you think about this one. Does that not work? Is that too much, or is that just enough? I think it's good. I don't know. Another idea of mine is to actually incorporate torches into this build. It just hit me when I was looking at it, but what if we did that? Like a torch sitting on that, kind of like it's, you know, like a light meant to be part of the building. I don't know about that, actually. Looking at it again, we'll take it off for now. But now I think it might be kind of cool to put trap doors underneath all of the windows. Just one right under the window, like that. I'm gonna go for it and let's see what it looks like. I mean, it's a little extra texture. I think it's cool looking. Now I think some banners might be cool. I don't usually use banners, so this is going out on a little bit more of a limb. But what I was thinking is like banners sitting, I think right there in the middle of that log. And for now, I guess I'll just throw white banners on until I have like a design that I like. But I think banners might look nice on all of just the front of the building. We don't need them on the sides, but on the front, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 in the middle. So for now, I'll do white, like I just said. But in the future, I want to get some colors going on it, like some designs or colors or whatever. You know what I'm saying. But for now, I think that'll look nice. Yeah, I think that's cool looking. So, with this wall, this will be our planting area. I know that this line is technically supposed to be on the outside of these beams, if you pay attention to the small details of things, but it's just going to make sense to put it here. I'm thinking some kind of border in here, like maybe a fence, a cobblestone wall. Not too sure what it'll be yet, so I'm just not going to do it right now. I don't have too much of an idea, but I do know this will be where all the wheat is planted. That is still going to be a thing. And then I'm going to add a little staircase like this, just to get up there. It won't really be like, or be intended to be the main way to get up here, but I don't want to make it impossible to get up there if I'm feeling lazy, don't want to cut through the building or whatever. So that'll be wheat. Not going to plant the wheat right now though. And I think that is most of the detailing that I need to do on the outside of the building, at least for now, because there's not too much else we can really do right now. At least in my opinion, I don't think there's too much more I can do. So, I mean, what do you think about the building so far? Do you know of something else that I should be adding on here? Because if you do, let me know in the comments. That will be very, very helpful. And let me know what you think of it and what should we put inside of the building. I have to figure that one out very, very soon. And, by the way, before I leave, I want to tell you guys that I have been trying to hunt the Enderman. I want Ender Pearls because you know why I want Ender Pearls. And I've been trying to hunt them occasionally at nighttime, so just letting you guys know of that. And then another thing that I want to talk about is I want to perhaps add a bridge in here. A bridge going across this way. Won't be a fancy bridge, pretty basic bridge. But if you know what's over there in terms of like the world and what's on the other side of that forest, you'll know exactly why I would want a bridge over there. So just kind of throwing that in here at the end. It doesn't really need to be said. I don't even know if I will get to it off camera. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon with the next episode of this series. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.